It's that time again. Time for a new anime to start, and time for me to wonder just how the hell I'm going to watch this anime in such a short amount of time. I'm going to try that for you, but before watching anime and letting you know what I think of them, a few extra comments before we start. Now, 3 anime series, Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It, R equals 1 minus Sine Theta, Love Live, Nijikisaki High School Idol Club Season 2, and Komi Can't Communicate Season 2, I'm going to be skipping. Not because they're not worth watching, they actually are. I just haven't actually finished the first seasons, for various reasons. So I won't be watching them and reviewing them now. But give them a try, they're all good. I'm also going to be looking for 4 new anime series starting today. Let you know what I think of them. If you like them as well, let me know in the comments. Because this is a 2022 spring anime preview from a different perspective. First up, we have Paprikome, or Boy Kongming, as it's known in the West. Boy Kongming is an anime about Kongming, about Komei, about Zhuge Liang, strategist of the Shu Kingdom of the Three Kingdoms, and how he died at the Wujiang Plains. And as this is quite clearly an isekai, well, a reverse isekai I think you could call it, he gets teleported future into time, sort of reincarnated as himself in an alleyway in modern day Tokyo. As you do with reverse isekais, it's pretty much invariably Tokyo. And so he goes about finding his way where on earth he is. Is this hell? Well, to be honest, he's in the middle of Shibuya during a party night, so it probably is pretty much hell. Revelers everywhere, goes into a bar, and just nothing but loud, garish music and dancing and lust everywhere. Yeah, if you were from a Three Kingdoms era and you came to modern Tokyo and saw that, yeah, you thought you'd have died and gone to hell. But Boy Kongming, despite its bizarre starts, it's got an interesting feel about it. It's likeable. Our main character, Kongming, is, well, his Kongming is Zhuge Liang. If you've played any Romance of Three Kingdoms game, any Dynasty Warriors game, you know the character I'm talking about. Very analytical, very thinking about things. And he finds himself drawn to our female lead, Eiko, who is a waitress, a barmaid, as well as a singer at the nightclub he visits. He hears her sing, and there is cacophony of nothing but horrible beats and high-tempo noise. He hears a voice, the voice of an angel, or voice of hell luring him into a dark side, as he initially calls her. And so this waitress and this super smart strategic genius become friends. He learns what the modern life is like from her, and even though he's very much still Zhuge Liang, you see him starting to make headroads. He gets himself a job at the bar. Apparently the bar owner is a big Three Kingdoms fan, so having Zhuge Liang on the book is a great idea. All in all, it seems to be a very pleasing series. I mean, I'll be honest, when I first saw the name of this one, Boy Kongming, I was heavily put off. But after watching it, I'm not. I like the look of it. It's pleasing to watch, the characters are likeable, and it doesn't throw history in your face in blood and gore like a lot of historical anime do. This is one I'm definitely going to be sticking around for more on. You can find it airing over at High Dive. Next up, we have The Executioner and Her Way of Life, known in Japan by Shokei Shoujo no Virgin Road. Very different sounding names to the same anime. One's talking about an executioner, one's talking about a virgin road. I think that may be more about a road less travelled rather than a road for people who watch isekai series and jerk off at the power fantasies they have. Now, the subject of isekai and power fantasies, we get introduced to a main character. A guy, to be honest I can't remember his name, I think Mitsuki, just that I'm seeing in front of me, who gets reincarnated in another world and really gets thrown in his ass outside the gates. And it doesn't even get, he's got a hero powers. He's been told he has no powers. And so he's got no power, no life, no goal. But there's another world, so he thought, okay, let's see what I can do. He can't do anything. He's crying underneath a bridge until a beautiful priestess, plain and true, comes and sees him and rescues him. Says, what you had happen to you is wrong. The hierarchy here is you got the commoners, then you got the nobles, then you got the clergy. She's a member of clergy. The nobles shouldn't be summoning people, and they're going to get in trouble for it. But for now, she's going to do a saintly thing, save him, take him to a church, and give him somewhere to live and work. I mean, she even helps him find out what his powers are. I mean, it's not that he has no powers, it's that his power is null. As in, he can turn anything to nothing. And upon saying that, the cute and wonderful Menno, the main character... Sorry, did I say that Mitsuki's the main character? No. He's not the main character, Menno's the main character. She stabs him in the neck. Dead. Although, not before he gets one last attack off. You see, The Execution of Way in Life is not an anime about a guy which gets isekai'd. It's an anime about a girl who kills people who got isekai'd. One thing this world has realised, there are always visitors from another world, and there are lots of them, since the culture of this world has basically become Japan now. All the visitors have been destroying the world. They're here to save the world, but they bring in so much chaos, so much ruin, so many stupid powers, that they're a danger to it. So the church has led it to themselves to say, enough is enough. Anybody who comes to us of the world will get killed, will get assassinated by one of our clergy members before they know what's going on. Now, if this sounds like a violent anime, it's not exactly pleasant in its violence. It's very brutal, but it's not bad. It actually reminds me a lot of Assassin in Another World from a few seasons back. It's got the same grim look about the world that anime did. And the same character assassinating people. But instead of the assassin being from another world, the assassin is killing people from another world. But that's not the sting of the tale of this anime. You see, Mitsuki wasn't the only person summoned from another world. You've got another girl. She's being kept by the nobles. They summoned two, hoping that Menno would only kill Mitsuki, not realising there was a second. Sadly for them, Mitsuki spilled the beans on that before he got slaughtered. So between Menno, the assassin, Momo, her assistant, and the other girl who's clearly going to be the co-lead on this, we got an interesting story. Is this going to be a cat and mouse game between assassin and isekai'd? Or is there going to be something else there? I'm looking forward to finding out more about this one. This is not my usual type of anime, it's more of a violent anime than I like to watch, but this one really enticed me. It's got a lot of pitfalls ahead of it, but I'm pretty confident they'll go over them. If you want to watch The Execution and a Way of Life, you can find this one also at High Dive. Next preview is one which I'm going to try and make very short, mainly because the episode was very short and I don't have many screen caps to go with it because of that. Welcome to the world of Mahjong Soul Pon, star, or Jantama Pon, if you want to read the Japanese title. And Mahjong Soul is a gacha game about Mahjong. And I'll be honest with you, it's actually one of the better Mahjong games you can just buy and play as a Westerner. I think that and Final Fantasy XIV are the best Mahjong sims you've got before you get into the big professional stuff, which is less friendly to use. But the anime here is a very short anime, and when I say short, this first episode I watched was about 1.5 minutes, which is ridiculous. They get nothing done, there's no real Mahjong played, it's just 3 characters talking. Thankfully it's not like other shorts where they talk super fast so you can't understand a word they say. But Mahjong Soul Pon, in a game, but Mahjong Soul Pon, for a game which takes forever to play, you can't make a short anime about surely. But if you want to watch it, you can find it at Crunchyroll. Finally today, we have Aharen-san wa Hakarenai, or Aharen is indecipherable, because she kind of is. Now, main character here isn't the aforementioned Aharen, it's actually Raido Matsuboshi, who is a big tall guy, back of class with mean looking eyes. You know, the standard main character trope. Whereas Aharen, or Reina Aharen, is a cute girl who sits next to him in class. I say cute because she's clearly not in the same grade as anybody else in the class. They're all high schoolers, she's basically an elementary schooler. You know the trope, tiny kid, tiny shy kid. Well, Aharen is not really shy, but she's affectionate, but is nervous about affection. Since it's happened in the past where she was so affectionate with people, she scared people off. And because of the fact she talks really, really quietly, yeah, she talks like that all the time. And that's going to be really bizarre to edit because I basically just gave myself 5-10 seconds of nothing but silence. But I'm going to try and edit anyway. If I remember, I'm going to add some subtitles, but I'll be honest with yourself, I'm probably not. Probably because I won't actually remember what I said, but whatever. Now if you watch the anime from last season, Komi Can't Communicate, then you've basically seen this anime. Aharen-san is the same anime, just instead of a really tall hot girl who's really nervous and effectively shuts down the moment she has to speak to someone, Aharen doesn't mind speaking to someone, it's just most of the time we can't hear her. I mean, we got our first main trope character in the background as well, as at the end of the first episode we are hinted at there's going to be a stalker girl really obsessed with probably Aharen, and chaos is probably going to ensue. This anime which is really going to need to up its game and add more jokes, because first episode didn't really win me over. Sure, it's cute, the characters are pleasing, the setup and jokes are kind of funny, but I saw this last season, and Komi's just as good an anime. But if you do want to watch this one's over at Crunchyroll. And so that was your boy Kongming, The Executioner and Her Way of Life, Mahjong Soul Pon, and Aharen-san wa Hakarenai. 4 new shows of differing success. What did you think of them? Let me know in the comments, and join me next time we'll look at 4 more new shows. So until then, thanks for watching, bye bye.